Well, hello there. Welcome to ThreatMinder, the world's most powerful threat monitoring service. Joining thousands of others, you'll love having true peace of mind from online threats. I'm Desiree, and I'll be your guide to help you get the most from our powerful ThreatMinder service. Let's quickly talk about how ThreatMinder works. We monitor people, locations, brands, stolen property, and anything else you can dream of. First, we scour thousands of platforms across social media, the internet, the dark web, to ensure you receive the most relevant results possible. While we're not perfect, our number one goal is your safety, security, and peace of mind. Our artificial intelligence system determines whether a high-risk threat exists for each specific online post, news story, blog post, or social media post. This proprietary AI system and algorithm was born from the intelligence agencies, the FBI, CIA, and NCIS. Now these same systems are keeping you safe. Once our AI system determines a potential threat exists, we then have our own human intelligence analysts confirm that the threat is real. By providing this second layer confirmation system, we almost completely eliminate false positives. Only after both our AI system and our own intelligence analyst determines a post to be a verified, confirmed threat do we send you a direct notification. Each post and platform is scored for risk, sentiment, and threat level. This means every online mention of your targeted action is being analyzed. So powerful. In addition to the threat notifications, you always open your web dashboard and can see everything happening in near real time. Again, welcome to ThreatMinder. Welcome to your peace of mind. ThreatMinder Actions. Actions are the building blocks of the ThreatMinder online threat monitoring platform. What is an action? At ThreatMinder, we use the term action to describe what you will be monitoring, following, or searching for online threats. Think of an action as a Google search. Actions may be brands, people, location, products, events, or whatever you want to keep safe from online threats. Digging a little deeper, think of actions as anything you would like to type into a search engine to start collecting information on. It could be Nike, or Steve Jobs, or the Super Bowl, virtually anything. Simply follow our action wizard to provide as much or as little information as you desire. This action data is the first step in the ThreatMinder process. From there, we score each piece of data to determine specific threats, searching the internet 24/7, 365 days a year. ThreatMinder never sleeps, just like your potential risk or threats never cease. Now that you're here, let me help you use our number one rated threat monitoring service. First, we have to preload some targeted actions, which we have to start monitoring. These actions have just begun to scour the internet, social media, and dark web for relevant data, posts, and threats. This first page, you'll see an overall summary of actions. This summary combines all the existing actions into a high-level strategic view. This screen allows you to see quickly what is happening across all of your actions, from the most threats to most posts to other valuable insights. If you would like to view a specific action, simply tap the action name on the summary screen or on the left side of your screen. Do you have a lot of actions? To view a complete list of actions, simply tap the action type, brand, location, person, etc. Are you ready to add a new action? Let's get started. On the top left corner, simply tap Add Action. Now notice we have pre-populated brand as the type of thing you would want to monitor. You can easily change action to anything you would like. The action title is your personal descriptor of the action. It could be my home, my boss, or anything you will remember. This title is not a search criteria, and it is not used for monitoring at all. It is simply a way to describe the action. Search terms is where you will add the specific search words and phrases we will use for monitoring. After each search term, just tap Add. For example, if you want to monitor Brian Smith, CEO of ABC Company, you can enter Brian Smith and tap Add. You can enter Brian Smith, CEO, ABC Company, and tap Add. You could enter Brian Smith, CEO, then tap Add. Each of these search terms will be a typical or statement, similar to how a basic Google search works. This means we're searching each search term separately. It could include any of the search terms. Now, If you would like to ensure all the search terms must be in the actual post, simply tap on the checkbox below that says must be included in post. This selection ensures that all the search terms must and will be in the search results in order to be included in our results. For example, if you add Apple Computer, Steve Jobs, and Cupertino, California, and if you want all of those search terms to be in the search result, just tap the checkboxes. Now that you have some actions set up, let's talk about the beginning of our data analysis process. The first place to look is the dashboard. In the dashboard is the scanned posts or total post metrics. This is where the data for your action enters the ThreatMinder platform and the threat filtration system and analysis begins, all in near real time. Scanned posts are all information pieces across thousands of platforms we monitor with specific mentions of the targeted action. Many of these information pieces will be false positives and not relevant to the actual action. From the scanned data posts, we will filter to remove anything not related to the actual monitored action. For example, if we are monitoring Steve Smith, we'll initially be compiling data and we'll pull data from numerous Steve Smiths. Yet most of this data will be false positives and not tied to this particular person. Therefore, we then filter this data out and filter the remaining relevant data into total posts. Total posts are the search results for a specific action. Some total posts will not be relevant, while most will be. This will be refined over time as our process allows the ThreatMinder system to learn and understand everything happening online related to your search terms. Since huge amounts of data exists online and raw search data is just not efficient. One of the more powerful functions of ThreatMinder is our ability to score risk and sentiment into each relevant piece of online data. In order to do that, we will take a statistically significant sample to create a knowledge baseline, a control group, if you will. ThreatMinder uniquely scores each piece of data, social media post, and overall platform with a sentiment and risk score. Sentiment denotes the general positive or negative sense about the data. If the post is inherently negative or positive, ThreatMinder measures sentiment based on a number of proprietary factors, including copy, user, platform, and many more. Sentiment changes are critical to understanding what is happening across the entire action over a specific period of time. The risk score is ThreatMinder's most powerful metric, the most relevant to keeping you safe. ThreatMinder uses numerous proprietary and world-class algorithms for determining the risk factor. Some include post timestamp, platform, user, post volume, threat terms, sentiment, and more. This risk percentage is a core determinant for the automated confirmed threats or a verified confirmed threat. Once posts and platforms are scored for sentiment and risk, we immediately start a threat designation process. This all happens within milliseconds. A post will be categorized as a threat match, an automated confirmed threat, or a verified confirmed threat. A threat match means our AI system was matched to the threat word, threat phrase, or sentiment to possible threat within the specific post. ThreatMinder uses specific business rules for each threat use case. For example, someone looking for disability fraud versus protests versus general threats versus personnel issues. Examples of a threat words could be kill, kidnap, steal, and thousands more. An automated confirmed threat, or ACT, is when our AI system designates the post to be high risk and a potential threat. Using our FBI and CIA-based algorithms, we effectively determine approximately 99.95% of all posts are not threats. Yet when our system determines a post to be a threat, that post becomes an automated confirmed threat, or ACT. ACT. This ACT is a temporary designation. Each and every ACT will immediately be reviewed by Internet Intelligence Analysts. This highly trained analyst effectively weeds out 100% of false positives. This human layer is critical to ThreatMinder and your success. Stopping false positives in their tracks is a core goal and value of the ThreatMinder service. What is a false positive? A false positive is when a post appears to be a threat, yet is not. For example, someone posting about an NBA player saying, "Hey Steph, your shooting is on fire, you're killing him." Typically, a system would determine shooting, fire, and killing to be a top threat, yet obviously this post is not a threat. ThreatMinder prides itself on removing these false positive results. Only when our intelligence analyst designates a post to be a true threat will we designate that post to be a verified confirmed threat, or VCT. This powerful combination of artificial intelligence, algorithms, and human intelligence analysts truly separates ThreatMinder from all other services. And remember, all of this analysis happens near real time. Our award-winning customer support and operations team are always working to keep you safe and ensure your peace of mind. We pride ourselves on providing peace of mind for each action target. ThreatMinder is a 24/7 service, so you don't have to be chained to your computer. We keep watch over all of your actions, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Our intelligence analysts are working around the clock to make sure no threats go undetected. Okay, so if ThreatMinder found a threat and designated that to be a verified confirmed threat, now what? Once we detect a threat, we immediately send a notification. This alert system allows anyone to easily use ThreatMinder. No more staring at a screen all day. No more complex SQL searches. No more inefficient searching. Our entire process from social media scouring to analysis confirmed threat gives you the ability to go ahead with your business of actually running your business without worrying about online threats. We have you covered. So simple, so painless, so much peace of mind.